Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamonds for Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the MLB postseason slate here, guys. Yep, welcome to the playoffs. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. Your picks for today for the MLB postseason overall. Who's your World Series pick? It is all welcomed in the YouTube comments below. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up, 3:08 Eastern, the first game we're talking, it is the Chicago Cubs hosting the San Diego Padres. It's Nick Pivetta on the hill for the Pods, Matt Boyd going for the Cubbies. -115, that is the Cubs as the home favorite, total of 7. It's anywhere from -115 to -$1.25 with the Cubs as the home favorite. And guys, this is a very difficult handicap in terms of just offensive metrics. The bullpen metrics, they're both coming in very good. I mean, very to the positive, as most teams are that make the playoffs. But I mean, the Padres' top 5 lineup over the last week, same thing with the Cubs, actually the hottest lineup in baseball. And when you look at the bullpen metrics, the Padres have the best bullpen whip over the full course of the season. The Cubs' top 5, they've both been pitching very, very efficiently in the later innings of recent, over the last month, let's call it. So I think, both offensively, bullpen, very difficult handicap. Looking at the starters here, Pivetta 13-5 on the season. He also went up against the Cubs earlier this year. Granted, it was in April, but the past performance, 6 innings, just 1 earned run, whereas Matt Boyd took the loss in that matchup in over just 5 1/3. He only had 2 strikeouts, or actually 3 strikeouts and 2 walks, with a 75% left on base percentage. So in terms of past performance, it's there for Pivetta. He had the better season overall. I think he's a little bit more trustworthy in this matchup. Overall, guys, I mean, if we're going to get +102 widely available on the Padres, we're going to put the 2 cents in our pocket. Efficient numbers here in the playoffs. But we're going to go with the dog first in Wrigley. It is the Padres listing Pivetta as the starter over the Cubs. We got next one up, I guess the night slate here with 2 night games. It is 6:08 Eastern in Yankee Stadium, the AL East matchup, battle of rivals here. Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees. Max Fried up against Garrett Crochet in the battle of southpaws here. Total of 7, -130. That's the Yanks as the home favorite. A couple interesting stats in this one. One I want to throw out there, the Yankees are on an 8-game win streak. And the last team to go into the playoffs on an 8 or more game win streak was 2019 Washington Nationals. They took that all the way from the wild card round to win the World Series. Something to throw out there, playing hot baseball at the right time type deal. And they got Fried on the hill. 6-0 his last 7 starts. He went 6 innings, 0 earned last time out against Boston as well. He really dominated them overall. The problem is Garrett Crochet has similar numbers against the Yankees. So both of these 2 starters have really dominated the opposition. I think it kind of goes towards just what offense can kind of run into one here. And I would go with the Bronx Bombers. They've been playing a lot better baseball overall, obviously, with the win streak. They got the number 2 lineup over the last week by weighted runs created plus. Seen it very clearly here. Also the number 1 lineup against lefties, and obviously in the battle of southpaws here. So overall, guys, I think the 30 cents, it's worth it on the Yankees. We are listing Max Fried as the starter, Bronx Bombers over Boston for our second game. Got 1 game left. It will be the nightcap for the show. Reminder, if you could comment below, anything more than welcome, guys, how your weekend was, your picks in MLB playoffs, all of that. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out. WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin. Do have the $5 Tuesday play up in the one game we are not talking here on the Tuesday postseason MLB slate, the Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians. So you can check that one out for just $5. Great special there. All plays discounted to just $5 on Tuesday. Also got NFL college football ready to rock here on a great run for the clients. 8-0 overall, actually. All right, let's talk the nightcap. 9:08 Eastern time, 6:08 local. It is the Dodgers hosting the Big Red Machine. Hunter Green on the hill for Cincinnati. Blake Snell, the lefty, going for the Dodgers. -200 here. That is the Dodgers as the home favorite. Heaviest home favorite on the board, total of 7. Now, great matchup overall. I mean, side-wise, it's tough to go against the Dodgers. Obviously, making the playoff. The problem is, since about midpoint of the season, actually since the 4th of July, they've just gone 37-37. So a 500 team over almost the second half of the season. Now, if you're looking to bet on the Dodgers, there's obvious reasons why. The talent on the roster, also their starter, Blake Snell, just 1 earned run in his last 19 innings. That includes 28 strikeouts in 19 innings and only 9 hits. That's a tough go against there. Plus the fact the last time he faced the Reds lineup, he didn't face them at all this year, which I think is a positive towards the pitcher. But last year, late in the season, you might remember he threw a no-hitter, 9 innings, complete game, no-hitter, 11 strikeouts. So he's kind of owned the Reds lineup, obviously, in the past. Hunter Green going for Cincinnati here. Look, he's a guy, an LA native, for what that's worth. 132 strikeouts, 26 walks on the season. He threw more pitches over 100 miles per hour than any other pitcher in Major League Baseball. He's hot right now. I think that he can actually quiet this Dodgers lineup, at least to some degree. And when you bring in Cincinnati's offense, arguably, maybe another 1 or 2, but one of the worst offenses to make the postseason. They've been terrible against lefties, bottom 5 in MLB. And both bullpens have been pretty good of late, particularly Cincinnati's, top 6 in MLB over the last month. Their bullpen whip here. We get a total of 7, West Coast, Pitchers Ballpark at night. I don't know if we get there. This could be 3-1, 4-1, something of that nature. We're going to go under 7 in the nightcap for Tuesday. So that's the Reds and the Dodgers under 7. In recap, we got the Yankees minus 130 against the Red Sox. We're starting it off here, Drew's Daily Diamond, with the San Diego Padres. Best bet for the show, plus 102. The slight dog barking in Wrigley to start us off. Guys, that does it for Tuesday's show. We'll be back tomorrow breaking down the Wednesday slate. Until then, cash those tickets. Thanks for tuning in. Smash that like button, comment below. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.